All right, everyone. Good evening and welcome to today's session. Right, guys, welcome to today's session. We are very happy to have you here. A lot of conversations have been going on in the comment section. Of course, Kingsley is number one man to show up every week. And thank you very much. Welcome to today's session. Strong men don't arrive for Pasu. So I can see you. I can see Manuel Next, our uncle that asks plenty questions. We are so happy to have you here. Obasuru, well done. Habib, you all are welcome to today's session. So today, this is the, I wanted to say that this is the last session, but this is not the last session. This is the second to the last session that we'll be having today. And today's session, we'll be talking about blockchain governance and DAOs. DAO. You all are welcome. So, as usual, before we start, as usual, let's share the YouTube link on our WhatsApp status. If you're watching from LinkedIn, try to click repost. If you're if you can copy the link, post it on your Twitter. Um, let's get some people in here. Let's get them in here and you know, let's get more people in here. All right. So our speaker is for today is here. The name of our speaker is Blessing Chika. So don't think I can see her again. All right. So while we wait for our speaker to get ready and join us or back up here, just in the comment section, let's do something very fast. Let's do something very quickly, right? So in the comment section, can you drop your best week since we started this program? Can you drop your best week? So you can just say week one, week two, week three, week four, week five, right? So just drop your best week. What week was your best since we started this program? Why we are doing that? I mean, just let me see what session was the best for you, the one you enjoyed the most. I just want to see that. So let's go, guys. In week one, we talked about blockchain and Web3. We had Amarachi, came here to teach us about blockchain and Web3. Um, in week two, Dem Amarachi who came back and she talked about cryptography and consensus mechanism. And then after that 2 weeks, we came back and we had Kazim. Kazim session was also very enlightening. I learned a lot from Kazim session. So Kazim came and talked about smart contract and EVM. And also the upper week, which is week four. Week three, he talked about smart contract and EVM. Then in week four, he talked about wallets and key management. Then after Kazim, we moved over to Ayomide. Ayo came on week five and talked about transaction and token standards. I mean, stuff started becoming more technical, right? Talked about you know, how sending transaction, how P2P works, and all those things. Then last week we had um Shinon who come on. Last week we had who did we have last week? Can someone remind me in the chat box?
Yes, Chinoso.
Yeah, Chinonso Francis, right? Yeah. So we had Chinonso Francis come on to talk about zero knowledge proof, ZK proof, and privacy in blockchain, which was very interesting because also in week two, I think in week two, Amarachu who also explains ZK proof and how it works. And then he came and did like a deep dive into it, explaining how it works. And this is week seven. And today we are talking about blockchain governance and DAOs. So before we get into today's session, I want you all to tell us your best week. So I can see week five, week one, and week five. I can see week three and week four, and I can see week four. All right. So I think it is between week four and week five. All right. So if you're just joining us, still try to drop your best week in the charts. Drop your best week in the chat. I want to see your best week. Also, those that have already dropped their best week, I want you also to tell us why it is your best week. Why it is your best week. All right. So tell us in the chat why that week is your best week. All right. So let's go, guys. I want to see why it is your best week. So week one and week week one and week five. Habib, why week? I think I understand week one. Week one, I will say, is also my own favorite week, right? Um, week five, week five. Okay, okay. I think I understand week five, right? I also understand week five. All right, so guys, let's keep dropping our favorite week and also tell us the reason why it is your favorite week. Is it because of the topic? Is it because of the assignment? Is it because of what you learned when you practice it? So tell us in the chat box. But while we are at it, hi Chika, can you hear me? Hello Chika. Hi Chika, can you hear me?
Ah,
Chika, I heard you just now, but I don't. Oh, you left again. All right. So Ayomide really broke things down to the simplest level for us who are new. Oh, I mean, I think the speakers have been amazing though. Amarachi was very down to, you know, meaning she really broke things down. I even went to go and follow her on Twitter, and I've been following the series she's doing on DeFi. Very interesting stuff. All right. Hi Chika, can you hear me now? Yeah, I think you can. I think I heard you just now.
hello. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So welcome to
Yeah,
today's
can you hear
session.
me? Can you hear me?
Very well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing your mic is muted. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I can hear you very well. Welcome to today's session. So the floor is yours. Okay, I guess she dropped again. All right.
I
So
think there's some
okay.
issue
Right.
with our network, which is very crazy, very crazy. We're already 17 minutes past the hour of five. So I'm going to talk about next week. Next week is the final module, right? I don't want anybody to miss next week's session because by next week we're actually going to do node ops, like node ops. I'm bringing a guy, Samuel, who actually has worked for a lot of big blockchain companies, currently based in Canada. Is Nigerian, by the way, but this guy does the same thing we do, and he has worked on a lot of very popular blockchain projects, and it's going to be a real world scenario. So it's what you've been expecting from the beginning, like saving the best for the last, is what we'll be having next week. So we'll just try to ring up Chika to see if Chika can get back up on this call, so we can quickly talk about DAOs. DAOs are actually decentralized autonomous organizations, and it sounds like a lot of grammar, but it just means an organization that is decentralized, right? There's no one prince or king or president that rules the entire world. There's no one ring that rules all the other rings, referencing Lord of the Rings. So, so an organization can actually be built um, using decentralization as the core concept, where every single thing, voting for power, making a decision, is actually decentralized and doesn't depend on one particular player. And this is one of those things that actually makes the blockchain what it really is: governance on the blockchain. um MakerDAO, Uniswap, Aragon. There's a very popular one now. What's the name of this particular one? It's really Cardano. Cardano. I'm sure you've heard about Cardano. If you've heard about Cardano, please um say something in the chat. Cardano is actually focused on governance, right? Cardano token. Okay, she's back. She's back. She's back. She's back. Hallelujah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So it's still trying to connect. Hello, guys. Can anyone hear me?
We
Yes.
can
Yes.
hear you. You
I
are
can hear you.
live now. You can go on.
We're
Yeah.
live.
I can't see the screen. It's showing that it's still connecting from my end. I can't see the slide. Hi, everyone. Okay.
Can you see the slides now? Wow, this is really crazy. This is crazy because I don't think we've had any session where we would have to wait for a speaker for the past 20 minutes. So please, on behalf of myself, the Node Up Syndicate, and my humble speaker, we really apologize for what is going on at the moment.
You can go on and speak now. You can. You are live. If you can, that's if you can see your
Okay.
screen.
Yes, I can see my screen. Hi, everyone. Yeah, good evening, everybody from Lagos, Nigeria. Can you all hear me?
On, they can hear you.
Uh, Precious, would it be nice if I just take this session and use our slides to? Would that be very?
Yeah.
Would that be nice, or
So
that be
that would
breaching
be nice.
protocols? Okay.
That would be nice. We- We'll just give her a few minutes. Maybe we can move the session or something. That's even what I'm thinking as an alternative. So we can maybe do it within the week.
I don't think that's possible to do it during the week. It means we might have to just postpone the session, and next week's session will still be next week's session. But or we can just cancel this.
Yeah, we can just cancel this. I think canceling it might just be the best.
Really? Or you don't think I should just go through the slides and just say some things about DAOs
It's not
because I have
it's not your slide, sir. I mean, you can talk about that, but don't use that slide.
some. Okay. Hi
Yeah,
everyone.
don't use
Thank
that
you so
slide. Yeah.
much. Okay, so I won't use a slide. Thank you so much for your patience. This is already 5:23 minutes past the hour of 5, and we haven't started due to some technical issues. I apologize once again, and I think we would have to cancel today's session because of the technical issues from our speakers, and we have to cancel it. I'm so sorry about that. So sorry. Precious, do you have anything to say?
No, we are sorry. I really apologize for today's session. And look at this very beautiful slide. Man, so sorry about it. But make sure you show up next week. Next week is the last session. Make sure you don't miss next week's session. It's going to be the most important session of this whole series. So
Yes.
make sure you
Next
show up.
week is the most important. Is the real meat, the real node up stuff. We'll be doing that next week, and we don't want you to miss that session because all the knowledge you've had from week 1 to week 6 would be put into the tests. Also, with already your DevOps knowledge would also be tested. These are things you already know, the DevOps side of things, but then we'll be mixing the blockchain side to make it that node ops thing that we've all been expecting and waiting for. So after that, I think that it comes with a capstone project, right? You probably have to deploy something through a maybe Ethereum or something. You might have to deploy a node. We don't know yet, but the speaker would let us know. And then after this, we'll be thinking about creating a public repo where people can um, contribute, right? To show that look, you didn't just learn the theoretical aspect of this thing, you know this thing to the core. So we'll create a repo where people can contribute. Thank you, thank you so much. Thank you.
Guys, this is the point we say goodbye. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and then see you next week, Saturday. Thank you very much for coming and for your patience too. We are so sorry for what happened. All right. So, bye bye.